Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love of Biology. Today we are going to discuss about electron transport chain. It is a light reaction, right? Actually, or light dependent reaction it is, which will convert the solar energy into the chemical energy in the form of NADPH and the ATP molecules. Of course, chemical energies these are. So where the reactions will take place inside the chloroplast, that too in the grana. So grana, each grana we call it as a thylakoid, right? Each pile of the grana. So in the thylakoid membrane it will take place. So this light reaction we explained with the electron transport chain. We already discussed reaction centers. Yes, reaction centers we discussed. Let us see the electron transport chain. Actually, it is a series of complexes it is made up of, which will transfer the electrons from one donor to the another receptors or the acceptors. It will be transported. So this is also accomplished by a transfer of protons, which are protons for collecting from the sunlight across the membrane. This leads to the development of a proton gradient across the membrane, which will activate the ATP synthetase pump and it will synthesize the ATP. Electron transport chain, it occurs in the thylakoid membrane. So inside the thylakoid we call it as a lumen and outside we call it as a stroma. So inside that membrane it will take place and it involves the two reactions, two types actually. Non-cyclic electron transport chain, also called as Z scheme, and the cyclic transporter chain. Okay, we will discuss one by one. First one is a non-cyclic electron transport chain, or the Z scheme we are going to learn now. This starts when protons actually reaction center, that is the chlorophyll A. When the sunlight strike the chlorophyll A, it will excite the electrons, and actually here it involves four complexes in the thylakoid membrane: photosystem 1, 2, cytochromes and the ATP synthetases. So the photons first strike, actually you see in the diagram, they will strike the P680, that is the photosystem 2. Yes, first photosystem 2 is present. When the sunlight strikes, they will excite the electrons, and also if you see in the lumen side, there is a stroma, there is a lumen, OEC we see, that is the oxygen evolving center, which will break down, which will split the water molecule to release the oxygen, 4 protons and the electron. This is actually, we call it as a photolysis of the water. Okay, photolysis of the water. So there also electrons, photons will be released, but inside the lumen. And here from the P680, the electrons will excite and they will be accepted by the primary electron acceptor, which is an important point, understood? Primary electron acceptor, that is the pheophytin. From the pheophytin, electrons move to the next carrier, that is the plastoquinone. Okay, you see in the diagram PQ. So PQ stands for the plastoquinone. Next carrier, actually it will undergo oxido reduction reactions. Okay, pheophytin. After that, plastoquinone is there, which is oxido reductase. Both the reactions it will carry, and also it will accept, along with the electrons, it will also accept the protons from the stroma. Okay, next electron flow goes to the cytochrome B6F. Okay, which accept only the electrons but not the protons. Then what happens to the protons, H plus ions? They will pump to the lumen of the thylakoid. So the protons will be collected at the lumen of the thylakoid. Next carrier, next electrons will be moved from the cytochrome BF to the plastocyanin. Actually it is a copper containing carriers, these, so which are present towards, which is near to the lumen side, they are present, and electrons later move to the next photosystem 1. Okay, in the photosystem 1, actually along with these electrons, energy sunlight will also strike there and they will also excite the electrons. So these electrons from the plastocyanin as well as the electrons which are excited, all will be carried, will reach the next one, that is the ferredoxin. If you see the ferredoxin, FeS, that is iron sulfur containing one, which is towards the stroma region. Okay, so from the P700, that is a photosystem 1, they move to the ferredoxin, which is towards the stroma region. There the reduction reaction takes place. The reductase enzyme is present, which will reduce NADP plus to the NADPH by accepting the protons from the stroma region. So ultimate electron acceptor. What is the ultimate electron acceptor? That is the NADPH. Is it clear? So this is a non-cyclic one. Thank you for watching.